Shalom, family. I was asked to do this video, right? And to be honest, I was debating on the best way to bring it to you. So I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. So let me plug this in so I won't run out of batteries, right? I mean, battery powers or whatever. Okay, so lately I know you guys been seeing me wearing white. This thing is called True. Right? True level, I guess. True. I want to say that the Spirit put in my heart to tell you guys some of these things. One thing is that we know that we have we're all born with basic things, right? For example, myself. I am a Virgo, and I was, of course, the day I was born is that my color is black and red. And when I did my angel thing, chart thing, that's also black and red. And as a Virgo, sapphire is your birthstone, right? However, when you hold space, when you have made a decision and then you have accepted and you say to the Father, yes, Father, I am choosing to work with you. I'm choosing to be your servant, to use me how you please. And then now recognize that you're just a space holder for the Father, right? So he can do whatever he wants. So then you have the laws, the Spirit that's out there working for us. And there are some, the angels who can go and do things. And there are some spirit that needs to use our bodies, just like some demons. They want to use our bodies to do whatever. So we have spirits that work with us. So we get to a point, sorry, some people working outside. We get to a point where those of us who have decided to allow ourselves to become that space holder, there's a point where they choose something for you, something that you have to do. They see that you have worked your way to wanting to be that serious space holder, because everybody can say they want to be a space holder, but a space holder as a healer, but you have to also show the work. If you just say it and there's no action, then they don't believe you, right? They don't trust you because, you're just saying it, right? However, when you get to a point where they test you and test you and test you, and no matter how much they have tested you, you still end up with the same conclusion that you still want to do this. You get to a point where they say to you, okay, now it's time. We trust you. You work for it. You earned it. Now we can work with you completely. So when that time comes, they ask you to wear white. Yes. They request for you to wear white. That means you have elevated to that position to wear white. And that position means that all the good spirits, the spirit that needs to do healing, if someone have an issue, they come to you as a space holder, as a healer, for healing, as a space holder for a healer. Then the different spirits to help you can guide you better, because you are now at a clean canvas. Meaning that you're not choosing, they have different colors, right? The spirits have different colors, just like you have different colors. The angels have different colors. They have different things, right? So just like that. So when you wear white, white is a universal color. Is blank, right? Just like when you light a candle, the white candle can represent anything. So it's the same thing when they ask you to wear white, right? When they ask you to wear white, that it means that you now at the point where any one of them can communicate with you, because you have not chose say, oh, I'm just going to use this spirit, I'm just going to use that spirit. You now, the spirit can any spirit can come to you and talk to you and help you guide you to help someone else, right? So that's why lately I think they have I have been elevated like 2 months ago to wearing white. So from now on, I wear white. The bottom can be any color, but I have to wear white. Yeah. And I find myself trying to, uncover my head. Every now and then I can, but it just feels kind of weird for me not to cover my head anymore. I know. That's what happened when you are elevated to a different level. When you work your way up, you get to a point. That's where you have to be. And I'm not complaining. I'm enjoying it because I know that I am becoming the person that the Father want me to be. And I'm excited about it. And I wanted to share that with you guys. And I think that there may be some of you guys who are going through that and who may get something from it, right? And then another thing, I just want you guys to know that now that when things are changing in your life, when you haven't spoken to people for a long time, certain people for a long time, and when things are changing in your life, I want to get some water because I'm feeling really kind of hot. When you are elevating higher, when things are about to change for you, when you're about to get out of the low vibe situation where you always struggling for money, always struggling to get something and having a hard time to eat and all that stuff, people you have let go of, or some you haven't even spoken to in so long, all of a sudden they want to talk to you. Beware of those people. Beware of them. Don't talk to them. Because some of those people, it's like when you were doing bad, they never reach out to you. All of a sudden, when things about to change for you, that's when they coming out of the woodwork. You don't trust that. Know that those people, they are in some dark shit. Excuse my language. They are into some dark stuff, and that they monitoring you, and they know when things gonna get better, and they coming to collect. And you don't have to pay anybody unless the Most High say to you, this is who you share with or whatever, right? I'm saying this because there was this person in my life that I knew a long time ago. She was into some really weird magic, right? She used to do magic, but she got into some some really bad stuff. She was using the magic for bad things, right? So there was a woman who she loved, this person is an older woman. I was 18 and she was 35 when I met her. Most of my friends, I have all my friends basically are older than me. I don't have any young friends like that. Maybe here and there just to mentor, but most of my friends, people that I communicate with are much older than me. The last time I spoke to her was in 2011. She told me a story where she saw this, black couple, and they were about to get married. They had kids, and because they had, all people, all black men and women, we have some issues that we have to deal with. It's not really so much with each other; it's with ourselves. It's the damage, the trauma and all the PTSD stuff we have to deal with from, slavery and all that stuff we've been through. So we just don't know how to communicate that with each other, even though we've been through the same thing. So that kind of create issues in our relationships, and we don't know how to help, how to fix it. We don't know what to do, but we know that the love is there. As long as the love is there, we can fight and be strong. But sometimes that we don't call on our spirit guides and our ancestors to come and help us. Therefore, we're struggling with this by ourselves when we can actually ask them to help. And that can really fix our relationships, right? So this person saw that and she liked the guy. So she decided to go and do some magic, and she took the guy away from the girl. Well, she ended up marrying this young man. You can tell that the man didn't really love her. He was just with her, but he didn't even know why he was with her. They had their own rooms. He never wanted to sleep in the same room with her, and the way he talks to her and this and that, she just accepted it because she wanted him, right? Eventually they got a divorce, and he went back to the woman that he was supposed to be with in the first place. So that goes to show you, no matter what people do, if your destiny is your destiny, they can delay it, but they cannot change it. And the person you're supposed to be with will always be with you no matter what, right? Maybe that the Most High allowed that so the lady can fix, can heal herself. And so the guy can also learn something, and when they get together, they can learn to appreciate each other better. I don't know. Maybe that's the reason. But anyway, so that happened. I haven't talked to her in so long. And it's funny because lately, like I said, I've been elevated to wearing white now. And a lot of stuff has changed in my life. And all of a sudden, this person sent me a message saying, "Hey, I haven't seen you in a while. Where are you? I miss you." I was like, And I told her I was somewhere that I wasn't, And then after that, something told me, why all of a sudden, when you were struggling and you really needed someone to talk to, where was she? Why now? I'm like, yeah. So the spirit said, block her. So I did. I blocked her. I blocked her because the energy that I got, the energy I received, the spirit tells me that is not good. Not right now. Maybe later, but for now it's not good. I don't need that. Right? So I just wanted to share that with you guys, and also to tell you some other things that you can do. Another thing that that happened today. I went out for just a walk, and I saw a sign that says 2 to 4. They were giving out bag of groceries, right? I became curious. I'm like, let me see who are the faces. I didn't see many of us. I see maybe I think I saw maybe one. No, I think he was working there. Yeah, I think he was working there. I saw a lot of Hispanic, European and Asians, so-called. I saw a lot of them in Middle East and Indian. And where I live at is a very small town. I love it. It's beautiful. I live by the water, and I just so enjoy it. I love the water, you guys. I know I'm a Virgo earth sign, but water, guys, I have a lot of water energy, water spirit. So I love the water. And I was like, wow. And before 4 o'clock, everything was gone. And because I walked over there, to see, and they're like, oh, we're sorry, everything is gone. I'm like, okay. I didn't tell him I didn't come for it, or I didn't tell him that I just was watching to see. And I'm like, wow. So then the Most High reminded me, I didn't realize how bad it was. I really didn't realize how bad it was for, the food shortage and all that for them, because it doesn't affect me that way. At least, all praises to the Father. It have not affected me that way. So I was like wondering, and then the Father reminded me that when you moved into this house, you prepared yourself. And you know what I did? This is a secret. I took a mixed bag of beans and rice, I mixed it together, and I put it in the corners of my house. And inside my house. And I never have to worry about, not having food in my house. Even when the food was low due to, certain people that was in my house. Because you can invite certain spirit, and that spirit can mess up your whole everything. I had someone in my house who I would buy fruit one day that was not even ripe yet. In 3 days, the food would be rotten. I mean, the spirit, the energy that was with them was so bad. The demon was so horrible that it was just destroying everything, right? So as soon as I got rid of that person, things changed, of course. But also the Father told me to also bring in some information about little brooms, right? This is a cinnamon broom, right? It's considered a broom, cinnamon broom, where you can see this thing. It haven't been opened. I haven't opened it, but you see this part here. This part here is for you to hang it, so you can hang it on your door, to make sure that people with evil, demonic spirit won't be able to bring in their spirit, the demonic spirit, with them when they come into your house. So that means that when they come in and you open the door, whatever demons, whatever stuff that not supposed to be with you, when they come in, they're gonna come in and be protected. You'll be protected, right? The other thing that I want to talk to you guys about, I'm going to bring some more stuff about cinnamon, but I want to talk to you about this. That's very important. The Hispanic community does magic. They believe in it and they do it every time. They protect themselves. The Asian community, they do it. They protect themselves, as you can see when we go to their when some of you, I don't go to Chinese restaurant. I can't eat Chinese food for some reason. I just don't eat Asian food at all, right? And not that I'm being discriminative, but I just can't do it. My body just won't allow me to do it, right? Certain food I can't eat. Like today, I went and got some tacos, and that taco is really tearing me up because normally what I do, I cook my own food. The only time I go out to get something is when I go out and get a burger and fries, because every now and then I would like to eat a burger and fries. That's it. But other than that, I don't. Excuse me, that's the truth. Excuse me, that's the truth. I don't eat out because I can cook my own food, and I the Spirit always tell me what to put in it to help me. And so the Middle Eastern people, they do the same thing. They believe in magic. They arm themselves. They protect themselves. Everybody else does it. The European, they do it. They act like they don't, but they do it. Everybody does it. Our people have been dirty washed. They have their brain dirt up. My friend Jay said that we have not been brainwashed. We've been brain dirty. They have perverted our brains to believe that our spirituality a way of spirituality living. Spiritual living is not a good way, is a bad way. Therefore, when we go to war, what we don't understand that we are at war spiritually. We are going through a spiritual war, and we are not equipped to fight, a lot of us, because a lot of us have believed the hype that everything is witchcraft. You tell them to do something to protect themselves, that's witchcraft. My people, whenever you're supposed to do something to protect yourself, and the first thing you can come up with is that is witchcraft, you have to ask yourself, what demon is in you that's convincing you that protecting yourself is a bad thing? You have to ask yourself that question, because it's just different. It's weird. It's weird for you you're trying to protect yourself, and instead of doing that, you calling witchcraft. Come on now. We are at 2022. We have learned so much. We've seen so many things. At this point, if we still calling out witchcraft, then you are lost. You are still lost, and you are still vibing low, and you will not go any further than where you are, and you will be stuck. I'm sorry to say it like that, but that's the truth, because at this point, the information that we have and things we've learned, things we've seen, and what we know about the Father, if we still clinging to that, there's nothing I can say. But I'm telling you guys to please, 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 my brothers and sisters, come out of her, okay? So let's talk a little bit about cinnamon. So I want to give you a little bit about cinnamon, and then later on I'll try to get to, more in depth, right? So we know that cinnamon is a very positive herb that has been a symbol of fertility, love, spirituality, protection, good luck, and health for centuries, right? Cinnamon represents masculine energy and is associated with the sun and the fire element, right? So cinnamon, like, let's say, I think I said that in one of the videos, that if you add cinnamon to your perfume or your oil that you're trying to attract or trying to make your relationship, your love relationship stronger, if you add cinnamon to it, cinnamon automatically do that. Like it is cinnamon cinnamon does that. It really work with that type of fixing for your relationship. So we know that they said here that cinnamon first recorded in Chinese writing back to 2800 BC, which we know is a lie. They always taking our stuff, lying about. In China, cinnamon is associated with yang energy and its free flow of qi. And we know qi is a word that is an Igbo word that they use as qi mean your creator, right? That's what qi mean, your creator. And that's an Igbo word. Of course, they use it in China as their word. And qi, which mean when you see the Chinese using like words like qi and all those words, and the fact that Big Levi also have proven to us that the Chinese don't even really speak the real matter in the real Chinese language. They can't speak it. So that lets you know that the Igbos must have some kind of connection with the originator in China, the people from China. And I also was doing some research, and my best friend Jay and I were talking, and they were talking about how California is actually an island where a black woman was the queen, And a lot of those islands, and there's like over over a thousand islands in the Pacific region where you find black people. Some of them have green eyes, blonde hair. They black. There's no mixing. They are pure. That goes to talk to also debunk the idea that all black people came from Africa, right? And then when you look at like the Solomon Island, Thursday Island, all these, if you guys look into those things, you would see that there are black people who naturally have blonde hair. They have green eyes, they have blue eyes, they have gray eyes, they have all type of eyes. That came from us. I just don't want us to get the idea that the blonde hair and blue eye belongs to white people. They don't have the monopoly on that. That's not their thing. You know, so let's get rid of that idea. Let's get rid of the those ideas that they bring to us. That's not feasible, right? So I just wanted to touch a little bit on that. But let's talk about cinnamon. And some of the cinnamon has the power to activate the third eye chakra, promoting psychic awareness and intuition. Just so you know, the cinnamon also have been highly regarded as a herb that can raise spiritual awareness due to a high vibration. So cinnamon have a high vibration, so it would help. So cinnamon is good. So in Haitian food, like Haitian, when we cook, everything we cook in our seasoning, every herbs and spices that we put is spiritual. So our seasoning is spiritual. It remove demon energy, demon spirits. That's whatever stuff that's in the food that shouldn't be. Believe me, by the time you eat that food, you feel good and light. The energy is different. So if you never try Haitian food, please go and try it for one time in your life, and you'll see, you'll understand. I know. So now let's talk about cinnamon. Carrying cinnamon with you for attracting good luck and wealth. So you can carry cinnamon, a cinnamon stick. The high vibration of cinnamon makes it excellent, making an excellent good luck charm that will also work to shield you from negative energies and spiritual attacks. Okay? Carrying a stick or cinnamon in your wallet or purse, or even adding a few drops of cinnamon oil to the outside of your purse is said to attract prosperity, both on a physical level and a spiritual level. Do you guys hear that? Cinnamon is very powerful, right? Other herbs that work well with cinnamon increase the wealth attractive abilities are cloves, right? Nutmeg, right? So you can consider carrying a combination of these herbs, like one stick of cinnamon and a couple of cloves, to increase the power of your cinnamon. Nutmeg. And what's really interesting is that when we make sweet stuff in Haitian tradition, we use cinnamon and nutmeg and vanilla. Of course, we add stuff is a spiritual food. It's medicine on a plate. And when you cook, we use clove, thyme. I mean, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. So if you never had it, please try it. Okay, use cinnamon and clove spray for protection. Just the thought of cinnamon is known to invoke sense of warmth and homeliness, right? Making a simple cinnamon spray will allow you to invoke this feeling of protection. Whenever you feel lethargic, down, or when you feel like everything is going wrong in your life, right? Simply put a handful of crushed cinnamon, stick and clove into a bottle. boil the water and allow to infuse for a few minutes, right? And then spray the concoction after pouring it into a bottle in each of the four corners of your house. And by the front door, to increase prosperity and to ward off negative energy, the magical properties of clove will work with the spiritual healing properties of cinnamon to shield your home in a protective and uplifting scent, right? I'm going to save this one thing that I know for last. Burning cinnamon for cleansing and dispel negative energy, to dispel negative energy. Cinnamon can be burned by placing powdered cinnamon on a stick to a charcoal disc. Yes, I don't know why I didn't tell you guys that. Can also directly burn the cinnamon stick. However, to be careful to ensure you have a bowl or something to drop it in. Traditionally, cinnamon is almost as popular as white sage or palo santo. Okay, what you can do, you mix clove powder and cinnamon powder, and you can burn it. You can burn it. You can do this every day you wake up. You can just burn it outside and burn it inside your place. You can do that. Trust me when I tell you that. It is such a beautiful thing. Protection. Anybody that comes in your home or is coming around you, whatever energy or spirit they have, they can't touch you. Okay, they can't touch you. Simply light your incense and walk around the room, allowing the smoke in every room to dispel negative energy. And then you say what you want. You say, move the negative energy and bring good spirit, however you want to call it, right? You can also wash the floors of your home with cinnamon infused water, okay? Okay, so place cinnamon stick around your home for protection and to block negative energy. So you can put, I have cinnamon sticks in my house, but I don't put it in every corner or whatever. If you're looking to create protective barrier around your home, try cinnamon stick together on a piece of string and hang it above your door front. This, you find it at the dollar store, the 99-cent store. You can get it at Chinese places, Hispanic places. It's cheaper at the dollar or the 99-cent store, so I would suggest you guys go there and get it. And then you say your own prayer and you get it. And they also have eucalyptus. They have different ones, but today we're going to talk about cinnamon, okay? Okay, so now the most common number of stick used is 9. Yeah, you guessed it, 9. Why 9? The number 9, right? Is a number that has spiritual significance and numerous cultures, including Buddhism and Baha'i faith, and is believed to symbolize protection, love, enlightenment, and compassion. Aside from the front door, you can also place the cinnamon stick around your windowsill, or if you are worried about negative energy entering through areas of your home, right? Alternatively, you can also sprinkle a few pinches of powder of cinnamon around the room and windowsill for protection, okay? So there's different ways you can do it. Now, diffuse cinnamon essential oil for raising your spiritual vibration. The high spiritual vibration of cinnamon can be used to increase your own vibration and allow you to achieve a higher level of consciousness and understanding. This makes an excellent herb to use during meditation practice. Raise your vibration will also help you feel more positive, fulfilled, and strong enough to tackle any situation that is thrown your way, right? Its attractive aroma will encourage you to view situation in a positive and joyful light, which make it very beneficial herb if you suffer from depression, anxiety, or feeling pessimist. Simply add a few drops to a diffuser and take deep breath and allow the intense scent to calm your mind and promote sense of self-awareness and confidence. You can also mix 2 to 3 drops of cinnamon oil into your usual moisturizer. Okay, so if you're making oil moisturizer, if you're doing stuff, for making your deodorant, you can do it. And it's for the rejuvenation massage, or simply to moisturize and invigorate your skin. You can also add a few drops of cinnamon oil or water infusion with cinnamon to your bath water, which will help raise your vibration, increase passion, and aid clarity and invite success in your life. Drink cinnamon tea for healing, raising awareness into intuition. Cinnamon tea is usually prepared by boiling a small, around an inch cinnamon stick in water and allowing a few minutes to infuse and drink the tea sweet. And cinnamon, if you have a problem with sleep, just make cinnamon tea. Use boiled cinnamon, put some sugar or honey, but I would use brown sugar, not the gooey brown sugar that they have. I'm talking about some natural brown sugar. I have one, and it's coarse. Is the natural brown sugar that sugar cane, not the white sugar. I'm talking about the natural brown sugar. There's a brown sugar that I use called Zuka. It's going Zoo something. Yeah, Zuna or Zuka or something like that. That's also a good brown sugar to use. Use that and mix it with the cinnamon. And believe me, if you're having a problem with sleeping, you'll go to sleep. Drink a cup of cinnamon tea before any form of divination. It starts to increase your spiritual awareness and allow for a more accurate reading. It is an excellent beverage to drink when you first wake up in the morning to boost your mood, shift your consciousness into more relaxed, confident, and a receptive state, ready for the day. Use cinnamon. Ooh, that was ice grand. Oh. Use cinnamon blowing ritual for manifesting your desires. Cinnamon is a common ingredient added to any kind of spell work, and it is believed to enhance your intent. One of the simple rituals for bringing prosperity and success into your life is through blowing cinnamon. Here's how to blow ritual cinnamon. Simply take a pinch of salt and a small amount of cinnamon powder and in your dominant hand, and take it to a place you wish to infuse a positive vibe, healing, or success, such as a workplace or your home. It's a good idea to close your eyes at this stage and focus on what you want to manifest, whether to be financially stable, physically healing, or simply to be blessed in a space with good luck. You can also say a few words out loud, solidarity with your intention instead. When this cinnamon blow, prosperity and good luck in this house will come. Now, when you want to blow the cinnamon for your house, you stand outside of your house. You stand in front, and then you face your front door, and then you blow it to your front door. And then after you open, and the cinnamon stuff will come in and you will bring in the stuff, right? That's what you do. Remember, when you are wanting to attract things to you, when you want to remove, symbols are important. Come in, remove. And if you notice, I don't know if you know anything about folklore and dances, traditional dances, whenever they talking about, you know, bringing in things and happiness and stuff like that, the hand gestures is always like this. It's always bring in. And then when they remove it, it's always like this. It's always to remove. So the hand movement is really important when you're doing things like that, right? You can also say, yeah, okay. Just blow the cinnamon and the salt from your hand into the room. You can also burn cinnamon incense or candle anointed with cinnamon oil to encourage prosperity to enter your home. You can do that. So the candles, candles that you burn, if you're burning it for any purpose, just add some cinnamon oil and some clove in it. And frankincense, you know, essential oil. At those three, you should have those three, even oregano, but have those three. If you want to add a fourth one, add oregano. But add those three. Make it a habit from now on when you burn your candles, so it can, you know, become that way, right? Okay, now 8, where was I? Also, okay. Into your life. Cinnamon is excellent ingredient for, is also an excellent ingredient for love spells, as herb is said to promote release and oxytocin, also known as the cuddle hormone. Use cinnamon during moon ritual to attract success and wealth, right? So what you can do, the light of the moon, full moon, is known to add power to any spell ritual. The tree from which cinnamon is harvested is believed to be ruled by the moon. So it is a fantastic herb to use doing any ritual, moon ritual. So there are some herbs that rules by trees and plants that rule by the moon and the sun and different planets, just like we are. So think about that, right? It's very important. As cinnamon is a positive herb, it is best to use and moon magic spells that focus on bringing success, wealth, and joy to your life. But it is also very effective when used doing protection spell. Central to cinnamon magical properties is its connection to prosperity. So it is particularly powerful during the moon ritual to signify your intention for the month to come, and also for any spell that works to bring abundance in your life. Now, the stuff about people keep saying this is witchcraft. These same people who told you that is witchcraft, they are the same one using those things, okay? So please, my people, don't believe the hype. Use cinnamon to improve your relationship with your significant other. To improve the relationship between you and your significant other, burn powdered cinnamon along with a pinch of powder sandalwood and myrrh, and show the smoke around the room where you spend the maximum time together with your beloved. To enhance the effect, use an intention and recite a prayer as you show the smoke. I would go to Song of Solomon and recite some of the stuff, and then do that with the cinnamon. You can also use cinnamon as an ingredient in love and protection spell jar to increase the effect of your ritual. So you can put that in your lotion. You can make a love oil and you add that to it. Nutmeg, frankincense, myrrh, sandalwood. You know, you add stuff that's very sensual to it, and then that, yeah. Okay, use cinnamon to increase your psychic and intuition abilities. Of course, we talked about that. Burning cinnamon powder with some sandalwood powder opens the and activate your third eye chakra, increasing your physical ability, your psychic ability. Focus on intuition. Do this before you meditate or division session to attract new insight that will help you change your life. You see, that's what a lot of those people do when you go for readings to them. You can also dilute the cinnamon essential oil with a carrier oil and use it to anoint your third eye chakra. Doing this every morning or at night before you go to bed can aid spiritual awareness and clarity. Okay, now things to keep in mind, right? Keep this in mind. When it comes to burning cinnamon or using cinnamon essential oil, you need to assure that you do not use too much or burn it too often, right? Although cinnamon has numerous health benefits, too much of it can have an opposite effect that can cause dizziness, fatigue, and shakiness, right? So you don't want to overdo the cinnamon. Anything, you don't want to overdo anything. Everything that you do, you have to have a, what should I say? Do it in moderation. You don't have to do everything all at once like that. Okay, you also need to be careful about using cinnamon if you are pregnant. The herb can act as a blood thinner, so it can be potential risk for the miscarriage. So a lot of people who Gentiles, if you want to get rid of whatever, cinnamon can help you. So be careful using cinnamon because you can have a miscarriage. Okay, just a warning. As a rule of thumb, always use this herb in small quantities when using for consumption. There is also a possibility of allergies, so exercise caution. Now, you're not supposed to be allergic to anything. When you have allergies to something, there's a disconnect. Something is going on. Either there's a demon around you, and because every time you get that particular thing, it irritates them, so they make it seem like it's you who's allergic to it. So you have to fight and try to get rid of that, okay? So none of us are supposed to be allergic to anything on this earth because we are rulers of those things in the earth. So the rulers of the thing in the earth cannot be allergic to anything. When you're allergic to something, that means that thing is overpowering you. And they're not supposed to overpower you. You're supposed to overpower them. Okay? Even the stuff the Father tells us not to eat, you shouldn't have any allergies to them. Okay? You're not supposed to eat them, but you shouldn't be allergic to them because allergic is like another form of domination. Think about that, okay? Cinnamon is an incredible, powerful and revered herb that has a multiple spiritual and physical healing benefit. Even smelling cinnamon can bring back warm memories, cake being baked in the oven, Christmas, whatever, fireplace, and perhaps no surprise, it can also be used to raise vibration to make you feel more joyful and focused and confident. The prosperity that cinnamon is associated with can come in many forms, from financial gain to finding love or raising self-awareness. So think about what is missing from your life and use this herb to manifest your own desire. Remember, please, my people, there's so many things that I want to tell you, so many herbs that I want to talk to you about because it's important. They are important for us to use and for us to be able to elevate ourselves. I want us to get better. I want things to be better for us. And so the Most High put it in my heart to do this video, so I'm going to post it right away so you guys can get this, okay, because it's important. Please remember, get some cinnamon with salt, or if you want, you can even add a little sugar to it and then blow it in front of your house. Go outside and blow it in front of your door, okay? And you can burn cinnamon, you can do whatever to bring in good energy. When you're meditating, don't forget, please, 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 is important. I do want to do mugwort. I want to do oregano. I want to do bay leaf. I want to do rosemary. I want to do, different herbs for us because that's that it is connected to our sign. So that's why I want to, bring in different herbs and stuff like that. I know it's a lot of work, but the Most High will have me do that. Remember, I love you. Our spirit guide and our angel and our ancestors and the laws, they love you more. But our Father, the Most High, Yah, loves you way more. So shalom, all praises and glory to the Father. Thank you for watching.